Alright, yes YouTube, welcome back to the channel. How's it going? How all are you doing? We got Leicester City career mode. Let me know if you guys want to see another video today. I can get that done for you. We could get this one out early, and if you smash 5 likes, 5 likes, I'll give you another video. Around 6:30, 7 o'clock, you can get another one. But let's jump right into that. We got a game against Stoke, which we simulated. We're trying, as you guys know, to get this season to go by a little bit quicker than usual, because obviously we're trying to keep it moving. We're trying to keep it moving at a steady pace. We're trying to possibly move on onto a new series and leave this one open so that we could possibly come back. Another bit of news which really, it's not a surprise, nor is it really that important, but I have resigned as Germany manager. I did play the Euros in the off season, I guess you call it. In the off season, I played the Euros, won it a bit too easy. It was just a little bit boring in the end, and I thought, we're trying to get this season over. You guys don't really need to see that shit, so it is what it is. And in the end, I just left it. That's England. I've managed England, which is a team I wanted to manage. I've managed Germany, which is a team I wanted to manage. And the other team that I possibly would accept would be France. So if I did get an offer from France, I'd probably accept it and just play a few games with them and enjoy it for a little while. But anyone other than that, no, we'll just stay away from international management. Obviously, this is the last season until we take a break. But if we come back later, then we'll have France to manage if we do get an offer from them, obviously. But transfer business going on right there just before we come into this game. Transfer deadline day is finished. All the business that happened, you guys have seen it right there. And now we're coming into a first game of the episode, and it's against Sunderland in the Premier League. This is the lineup we went with: Pogba, Emre Can and Lamela. Emre Can getting himself a start. Rodriguez, Heung-min Son and Jovetic starting as the front three. Jovetic finds Pogba early on in the game, and Pogba does that. I don't even know what I don't know what I'm gonna tell you about that, because for someone who's a 90 overall, I think he's a 90 or 89 overall, that's poor. But look at this, he gets himself a second chance, closer to the goal, a better angle, I guess, on his weaker foot, however, and he decides I'm gonna put this one away, because if he missed that one now, there would have been problems. There would have been some serious issues, but we've worked it well. Pogba's found all kinds of space, and he wanted to redeem himself for that previous miss, and it's like, I'd still. Sometimes FIFA just throws these things at you where it's like, how the fuck did that happen? And I don't know, but we take the lead anyway regardless. We're playing against Sunderland as well, and the pedo is on the pitch, so we got to be aware of that, because he always seems to score against us, but it's not him involved in any of these chances. Van Aanholt gets close for Sunderland 27 minutes in, so we've taken the lead. We had the first two chances, probably the best chances of the game so far. But Sunderland are kind of taking over this game, creating chances. Now, Giovanni gets in close, and he absolutely just gives no fucks to the fact that there's someone standing in front of him. Like, he could have damaged the keeper's face if he just hit him. But I guess the defending is a bit poor. Once Giovanni Dos Santos got in behind, you could kind of just tell that a goal is coming, because near post is ridiculous in this game. Like, I can understand that they wanted to make it easier, because in previous FIFAs, scoring at the near post was damn near impossible. But they again, like, these games don't know how to balance shit. It's either too easy or too hard. Like, you can't even get it near the middle. But look at this, Sunderland are just dominating us, just piling pressure on us, attack after attack. But now it's our time to come down the left hand side. Pogba finds James Rodriguez. He goes for the early cross into the box, and Jovetic. This is why we are the champions. This is why we are the favourites to win the league this season, despite our poor start to the season, because we've been under it's just, what's the word I'm looking for? We've been under just crazy amounts of pressure in this first half. Sunderland deservedly should have been in the lead, deservedly had been level, creating chances, should have been in the lead. But we come back with one attack, and it's just clinical. And now we got another chance just after half time. 3 players standing over the free kick. James takes it, and would you look at that? Would you look at that? The man, I mean, just another brilliant player added to our squad. We had 3 dangerous players standing over that free kick. Jovetic, James Rodriguez and Heung-min Son, either of them could have taken it and got the same result, to be honest. James Rodriguez decided to step up and take it. He's absolutely levered it. And the keeper, you ain't even really got a chance, bruh. I mean, you didn't really stand a chance. The amount of power James got behind that free kick, I mean, the power, the swerve, and again I say it, free kicks are just still too easy on this game, but we come back with another attack. Look how many players we've got coming forward. It's James Rodriguez, and he's denied by the keeper. Van Aanholt just manages to get away while falling into his net. Look at this. Now we're all over Sunderland. Lamela playing the ball into Heung-min Son. Can he put it in the back of the net? He hits the crossbar. So unfortunate, Heung-min Son. Good football though. We're really just opening Sunderland up. It's a brilliant game. Just both teams attacking, creating good chances. We come back down this right hand side. It's Fraser Hall. Look at it. Just cuts inside, crosses it into the box. It's going back post. Heung-min Son just over the bar, but Fraser Hall getting himself on the pitch, getting a chance to put his name, put a stamp on this game, get involved. He's done decently well, cut inside, put the cross in, but now we're on the attack again. Lamela gets a little bit fortunate there. He gets it in the middle to Heung-min Son, and with less than 10 minutes to play of regular time, it's harsh on Sunderland, I ain't gonna lie. It's a little bit harsh because they were, especially in the first half. The second half was a little bit different. We really started to show our class, dominated them, created chances, played better at the back, but in the first half, they could have been 3 or 4-1 up themselves, but we were clinical. Like I said, we got players like James Rodriguez, Heung-min Son, and Jovetic, and when you got players like that, you can expect to be punished when you let them get chances on goal. But amazingly, 4-1 win, and Jovetic didn't get himself on the score sheet, so that's, I mean, it's not a big deal, but I don't know how many times that has happened in this series. Coming into the Champions League, however, our first Champions League game of this season, you can see our group right there. This is one of the easiest groups we've had this series in the Champions League. Obviously, we got into the Champions League in our second season. We qualified in our first season, amazingly, somehow. And in our second season, we got into the Champions League. First season in the Champions League, we drew Barcelona. I think the second season, we drew Bayern Munich in our group. We've just had some really tough teams in our group. I think the season after that, we drew Barcelona again. And I shouldn't even be talking because please, if you were too focused on what I'm saying, to see that goal, please just rewind it and have a look at that. I mentioned Kovalenko's goal last episode, how that would most likely be goal this season. I don't know. Let me know if you think this trumps that, because Pogba he's just hit it. Like that's all I can say to describe that. He's just hit it. He's hit that so sweetly, and it's just flew into the corner. Keeper didn't even move. No, he didn't have a chance anyway. So I don't know. That's a beautiful fucking goal. I love it. I love it. I love it. Him and Kovalenko right up there for goal of the season. Heung-min Son trying to double our lead, couldn't get it into the back of the net. Parker this time messing around with it, should have just got it away. He's dispossessed. It's played into the striker, and he's denied by Michel Vorm, who gets himself a starting goal for the cup competition. I like to rotate keepers in the cup competition just to give them a chance, really. Fenerbahce come close, hit the crossbar, they hit the post that time. It's all just a little bit of a mess. They still got the ball in a shooting position, and it takes the deflection out for another corner in the end. But that was just crazy how they got their head on the ball and it hit the post out of nothing, really. But Jovetic didn't score in the last game. He manages to get himself on the score sheet for this one. 1 goal in 1 Champions League appearance. And look at the way he's just burst through. And recently, Jovetic has just been showing how improved he is since he joined this team. Mainly in physical stats. Like, a few goals he scored this season especially even, where he's just outpaced people. He's just outrun them. And he would never have been able to do that when he joined us. But look at this bullshit again. Like, I make myself so mad sometimes. I piss myself off. Like, I need to do some shit like that. And I earlier on in the season, especially, I used to do this shit all the time. And recently, I ain't been doing it. But, I mean, hey, it's happened again. Listen, we would just get used to it. Whatever. It's happened again. We've thrown away a goal. But now we need to come out and punish Fenerbahce. 64 minutes in. There's still some time. And it's 2-1 at this moment. Keep that in mind. 64 minutes. 2-1. It's pulled back to Kovalenko again. And just like it happened in the last episode, this just seems to be working now, mate. Like, I don't know. Is this a thing that people have realized? Maybe I'm a little bit late, but I've never tried crossing it to the edge of the box previously, really. Like, I just put it in the box, try and get a head on it. But now this seems to be working, especially sometimes there's just a player open. And now, if it's going to be Kovalenko on the edge of the box, I'm going to do it. And he's going to put it in the back of the net like that. Probably 8 times out of 10. But now we've got the ball again. Son dispossesses the defender, slides it into Callejon, who's off the bench, powers into the box, and he slides to get it into the back of the net. 64 minutes now, and it's 4-1 on the score sheet. So it's gone from 2-1 to 4-1 in the space of 5 minutes, and we still have time to play. Fenerbahce just getting opened up now. I don't know where their defenders are going. They're obviously pushing for the match, but 4-1 down, I mean, they might as well just give it up. They got a corner now. They got a chance to pull themselves back into the game at least. It's gone towards the edge of the box. Pogba's headed out. It's a long-range volley, and it's a very good effort, which tests Vorm. He has to punch it wide, and he gets his bearings right. I mean, it's a very, very sweetly hit volley. I mean, no dip or nothing like that, just straight as an arrow. Now Pogba tackles the midfielder, and Fenerbahce's defense is completely open. Pogba's powering down on goal. Only one player who could deny him. He's one-on-one with the keeper, and he decides to be unselfish. Squares it to Callejon, who gets his second off the bench. And 77 minutes in, it's 5-1 to Leicester City. Still with time to play, about 15 minutes to play if you're going to include added time, which will probably be about 2 minutes, obviously. But there's still time to play. 5-1. Pogba's done well, and I mean, he could have tried to finish it himself, but he's got 2 players to his right who are completely open. He done the right thing, unselfish, got himself an assist, and Callejon gets his second goal of the game and of the Champions Cup competition this season. And we're not finished. Heung-Min Son skipping around a man, finding space. Harbour's got all the time in the world in the box, and a clinical finish. And now this is the type of result I love to see, because we batter teams quite often, sometimes 4-0, maybe 4-1, maybe a 5-1 every now and again. But scoring 6, there's just something about it. There's something about when you pass 5, it just feels like you've just completely dominated your team. But we're not finished still. Chris, the defender, again has been caught on the ball. Harbour threw on goal, and now it's 7. So we've only scored 7 previously once, where we battered Manchester United. Could we just, I don't know. Are we really just that good? Could we be that good? I don't know. But 7-1 win. The second time we've scored 7 in a game. Couldn't get our biggest win of the series. That's still obviously Man United winning by 7. But 3 goals in that game, I think. Maybe more. But at least 3 goals where they've just given the ball away in a dangerous position, and they've been made to pay. But you know what? We get our first win of the Champions League competition. Here's a look at the Premier League table. Manchester United top of the league. We have dropped off by 5 points. We have to recover. Obviously, a little bit of a slow start to the season, but it's mainly down to the fact that Man United are unbeaten. But we're going to try and recover that in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this one. Again, 5 likes and I'll upload another video today. Bye.